What's up everybody? Welcome back. I am Jason with JCS Reefing, and today we are going to look at my Ecotech Versa running on my calcium reactor. Alright, so let's jump right into this. Now I didn't take a video of mounting the Versa pump because at first I didn't really know where I wanted to put it. The pump does come with a mounting bracket. The installation is extremely simple. So if you want to take a look at the open box video I did of this, it'll kind of give you a little more insight on what the bracket looks like. Now I have had this running on my calcium reactor for about 2 weeks right now. And so far, so good. I have not had any issues with anything at all. For right now, I am pushing the water through the calcium reactor. I know there's two different ways you can push or pull. But for right now, this is working very good and it's really stable. So basically the water comes out of my sump, goes through the in and out of the Ecotech Versa, and then gets pushed into the intake on my calcium reactor right here. So basically the water gets pulled out of the sump, gets pushed through the sump by using the Ecotech Versa. And this gives you a very precise drip rate at what you're adding to your tank. So your calcium and alkalinity, comes out of your effluent line that you see right here. Now I will say, do not ever restrict this. There's no need to do that because this pump is extremely precise and it gives you multiple different, milliliters that you can add per minute, per an hour, all sort of things. And you don't want any back pressure on a calcium reactor. Now my stand did have a solid side to it, so I wanted this to be a little bit easier to access. So I ended up actually cutting a hole in the side of my stand, which I still need to do a couple tweaking and a little bit of paint to kind of clean it up a little bit and whatnot. But I did end up cutting the side of the stand off and making kind of like a panel that I can access all my calcium reactor media. I can get it out of there easy without having to slide my sump out. It's easier to, just unscrew the top, put some media in it without breaking the whole thing down. Now taking a look at the app, I'm sure some have seen this app already because there are some videos out there. I know Reef Dudes did a great video on it. And anyways, I figured I would just redo it and for the viewers that I have. And as you can see, the app is very self-explanatory. The pump gives you multiple different options, whatever you want to dose. In my case, I'm not going to use any of the pre settings at the top. I'm actually going to use a custom setting because this is for my calcium reactor, like I said. So basically, you just come in here, create a device name. For mine, it's going to be calcium reactor. Now it does allow you to enter all different types of dosing. For myself, I'm going to use a constant dose. I want to dose my tank constantly, push water through the calcium reactor. And right now, the way that I have it set, it's at 16 milliliters. So that actually has been working really well. I do need to do some tweaking with the CO2 to kind of drop the CO2 level down. But for right now, for the last week or two that I've had it on, I really just want to work on getting a nice steady line so I get a good feel for the dosing pump. And as you can see, running the Apex graph, it literally does not fluctuate. It went from 6.94 to 6.95, and then actually right now it's down to 6.94 once again. Now as far as the tank goes, everything is looking really healthy, knock on wood, so let's hope it stays that way. I do check alkalinity every 2 days for right now, just to kind of get a feel how low I need to drop the pH to get the what saturation I want out of the calcium reactor. And then also I can up the dosage of the Ecotech Versa if I need more effluent to keep my alkalinity and calcium levels where they need to be. Now, like I said, as far as the tank, everything's doing well with the exception of these two little fish. My white cheek tang or brown tang is always picking on my yellow tang because he's new to the tank. But anyways, everything's looking good. Like, comment, subscribe. Happy reefing. Cheers.